Good morning, Bay Islands. This is Roatan weather for June the 27th, 2024, and it's 8 a.m. I have to apologize. I did a YouTube live just a few minutes ago, and I didn't have my correct microphone turned on. So most people couldn't hear me. There were about 7 people on the live, and they couldn't hear what I was saying. So I'm going to record just this as a recording, and I'm going to post it on YouTube and Facebook, and hopefully we can talk a little bit more about the tropical weather that's on the way this morning. Some of us, mostly on the east side in the Oak Ridge area, have gotten about a quarter of an inch of rain. So I want to start with our satellite, and sometimes these satellites can fool you because you see what looks like some high cloud tops coming over the island, but these actually didn't contain any rain. What contained the rain, if I can go to the visible satellite here, are what I call these popcorn waves. And these did contain some rain and brought us the rain that we have, and you can see it passing over the Oak Ridge area and maybe a little bit now more towards the French Harbor area. Let's see what we have in the bucket. So 2/10 of an inch towards Oak Ridge. This is me. I need to change the battery in my weather station. Sorry about that. 8/100 of an inch over towards First Bite, 1/100 of an inch French Harbor, and even up towards Mud Hole it looks like you're getting 4/100 of an inch. So this morning look for some rain showers to be lingering around, but we also have the edge of a potential tropical system. Now I say a potential tropical system, 10% over the next 48 hours chance of a closed tropical cyclone. So not a great chance, and this is mostly disorganized thunder showers. But if I can turn on the infrared here, we can see it better. So it looks like we're getting a leading edge of rain right now north of Toccoa, north of the coast of Gracias a Dios or Olancho here, and moving towards us. So it's possible as we get towards midday, if this hangs together, we could have a nice shower coming our way. But we can also see some disorganized storm action, and even some over to the south of Jamaica. Right now the National Hurricane Center says the center of the storm is right here, where we often see things turn up near the coast, near the border of Nicaragua and Honduras, over here on the Mosquito Coast. This is expected to move our way, mostly starting tonight into tomorrow, but the intensity is not supposed to be very strong. So we see in the next 24 hours in the 25 mile per hour wind range for the strongest winds, and even those are unlikely to be over us until like Friday night, Saturday, sometime like that. The center of the storm is forecast to move close to us, but 1,007 millibars is not a very low pressure for a storm like this, so not much to worry about. What we would like to see is some rain, and hopefully this Canadian model does not hold true. So this is the rain total through Saturday at noon. You see the rain all around us. It's not trying to give us a whole lot of rain. The Euro is a little more generous, giving us an inch, maybe an inch and a half. The GFS US model has a hole over Guanaja, but also an inch of rain for many of us, much of us, many of us. There's the German, and back to the Canadian. So these are rough estimates. I think there's a good chance this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow, it won't be a washout. It won't be raining all the time, but I think we will have some squalls to deal with. If you get under the right squall, you can get 2 or 3 inches of rain. But I think most of us should see about an inch when this is all over Saturday morning. Actually, the weekend looks pretty nice. Not a lot of rain this weekend. And then coming back into next week, we have scattered showers back in the forecast before we have to deal with the next storm, which is this guy, potentially moving towards the Leeward Islands, maybe Monday-ish for the Leeward Islands, Tuesday, somewhere in there, and then moving into the Caribbean towards us. Let's take a look at the wind over the next few days. And actually, it doesn't look terribly windy. I like to use the Euro here. So midday today, down to about 10-mile-an-hour east winds. Tomorrow looks quite calm, actually, maybe 1 to 2 foot seas and fairly calm winds. As we get into Saturday is when we might see a little bit more of this wind. The GFS wants to give us 30-mile-an-hour winds Saturday morning, whereas the Euro is more in the 20-mile-an-hour range. So we'll see how that goes, but probably pretty calm winds today and tomorrow. Now let's take a look at what we call Invest 95L. It's now right over here in the middle of the Atlantic, but it's forecast to move just north of South America and, according to the Euro, toward us. So let's take a look at the possibilities of tropical systems. This is the one we're under right now, or going to see tomorrow. And this is on the right here. You can see 95L moving toward us. As we go forward in time, the certainty goes down, and the possibility exists that it could turn north, although there's also the possibility it could come towards us, and that gets us through next weekend. Let's take a look at, this is called vorticity. This is how much spin there is in the atmosphere. And let me stop it here so we can see it better. This is what we're dealing with right now. A little bit of spin in that, but not much. And then this is 95L as it comes toward us. And the Euro does have it smashing into the Mosquito Coast. This will be Thursday night, Friday morning, and then bringing us some rain perhaps a week from today. There is not everyone agrees with this. This is the US GFS model. And again, here is our storm right now. Moves away from us, and here is 95L. You'll also notice there's a storm right now moving off the coast of Africa that it has coming behind it. A lot of models are picking up on this, but the GFS does have this moving further north towards Cuba and not towards us. So lots of possibilities exist, but keep your eyes open. Watch the forecast, especially starting Monday and Tuesday. I think we'll have more certainty as to what's going to happen here. But the potential impact would be a week from today, maybe Saturday, a week from today as well. All right, one thing I do want to mention is our sponsors over at Ikigai. I love me some fajitas, and I love the fact that their basic fajita not only has beef but also shrimp for $17, and you can't beat it on the island. Also lobster fajitas. I haven't had those yet. I will have to go over and try them. All right. So thanks. If you have any questions, send them to me on WhatsApp or Facebook. And you guys have a good day, and thanks for being patient.